Hello, it's me, RitualNeo. We have been doing YouTube and VR and Beat Saber for about a year, since January a year ago. And I wanted to do something special to thank all of you for being with me on this little adventure. A year ago, I decided to really go into VR and become RitualNeo and do Beat Saber and VR chat and all the other stuff. And we had, when I just started this, it was less than 100 YouTube subs. Tiny baby YouTube channel. And now we're at over 3,100, over 3,000. And we went from, I don't know, between 500 and 700 Twitch followers to about 4,000 now in that time of a year. And we also started a TikTok, and now we have over 55,000 followers on TikTok. That's completely bonkers. That's insane. So we went from almost nothing to all this stuff. Thanks to you guys. 3,000 in a year, in my opinion, is really cool. It's very humbling. I really appreciate you guys' support. So yeah, 1 year ago, Avali, VR, YouTube, Beat Saber, RitualNeo. 1 year, 3,000 YouTube subs. Thank you so much. I've actually spent the last couple of days working on a list. Now, I'm not perfect and I make mistakes sometimes, but I thought really hard about everybody who has supported me over the last year, and I just wanted to thank as many people as possible. And then after that, I wanted to show how we've kind of evolved over time throughout the last year. So I'm just gonna start with my mods here. Tarhal is one of my original mods. I think they found me through Blue Zest's channel very early on, when I was doing VR. It might even have been before I was RitualNeo a little bit. They are just a very positive person, and I think we share some of the same ideals, and I appreciate their energy. And they were one of the first people to make me feel like the things that I valued in good content were good things to value. So thank you, Tarhal. Liquid, Liqd. Liquid is a genius and has put in a ton of work to help make my content amazing. They have made game mods so that I can be myself, my character, in Terraria and Stardew Valley. They have helped me with all kinds of Unity and LIV and Avatar things. They're one of my most active moderators in my chat and in my Discord, and they give me all kinds of smart advice. Liquid is just plain awesome. Thank you so much, Liquid. Wolfenite, also known as Shadakai Asaki, I hope I'm saying that correctly, laid the groundwork, the foundation of a lot of important Discord stuff that we have now. So like the bot functions, the opt-in notification roles, the rules channel. Most of that stuff was set up and started by Wolfenite. Love you, dude. Hope you're doing good out there. Fizzy Pine is a brilliant person, and they know a lot about Twitch and YouTube, and they've given me a lot of helpful information, and they're a really active mod. And he also has helped me with some bot and script things. Like, for example, right now he's looking at a way to filter all my clips of all the DMCA stuff going on Twitch right now. Huge MVP energy. Thank you, Fizzy Pine. I really appreciate that. Wolf Sage, I think, is the oldest, or rather, I should say, one of the mods I've had the longest. They were around before I was RitualNeo, and they also came to know me through, I think, BlueZest's channel, I think. Either that or through Stellaris. And they have helped me moderate the channel during the super late hours, or maybe the super early hours, depending on who you're asking, for strategy games like RimWorld and Stellaris, and I appreciate their presence. Yevny is somebody I met at the Sac State Fair a year ago, I think last August, when I was pretty small, but I was very dedicated to the content, and he saw me doing my thing live in real life. If you ask him, he can confirm I'm an Avali IRL. He's even got pictures and everything. He was one of the first people who made me feel like what I was doing was really, really good. That it was, even though I wasn't getting very popular or very big yet, he was one of the first people that was like, dang, that is awesome. That is so cool. Wow. And that really encouraged me and made me want to go really far with all this stuff. And then later on down the road, I decided to make him a mod because, you know, he's a person with a brain. That's all my mods, I think. Hopefully I didn't do something so bad. Then we have Altarius, also known as One Dank Potato. Not a mod. These people are not mods. But One Dank Potato has been somebody I've known through VR chat, and he has made several hilarious memes, several short videos. He even made a meme avatar that I'll show off later, and he's been super positive and super encouraging to me, and I'm really glad to be friends with him. And he also does most of the thumbnails for my YouTube videos now, which are amazing. They're always super cool. I'm really thankful that he's willing to do that. Obviously, I commission them, but it's still really, really nice of him to do that for me. Thistle is another person who I've consulted about content and about games, especially Skyrim, and I appreciate their time and their friendship. Thank you, Thistle. Seven Locos, also known as Mikey, is the person who edits our Minecraft videos. And also, if you've ever seen my starting soon screens or my be right back screen, those are rigged and animated in After Effects by Seven Locos. And sometimes that stuff is commissioned, and sometimes he just really wants to do it, and he's really nice. And I've known him a super long time from Rivals of Ether, and he's just a super wholesome, sweet person, and I really appreciate them. Thank you, Seven Locos, for everything you do. Hudzle. You may know Hudzle as the excitable one, the other Beat Saber Avali, the pink person. Hudzle is great. Hudzle's incredible energy and enthusiasm inspire me to be better. I look at what he's doing and how he interacts with people and how he plays Beat Saber, and it makes me want to put more energy and work harder and everything, you know? And I'm really glad that he's not only willing to associate with me, but like just be my friend all the time. And I'm also really glad for how pink they are. They really show off that color hue really well. He's also helped me with a lot of Unity stuff, Beat Saber stuff, just bouncing ideas off of him, being willing to play games with me at a moment's notice. Hudzle's awesome. I'm blessed to have Hudzle in my life. Thank you, Hudzle. Kazun is somebody who actually introduced himself to me. He is a game dev for Township Tale, and he was like, hey, I noticed that you like VR and Terraria, and I have a game, maybe you'd be willing to try it. And then I was like, okay, sure, why not? And then I did, and it was really fun. And he would play with us in my Discord, and you know, since then we kind of became friends, and he's helped me with some ideas and Unity stuff, and consultation about 3D models and characters and rigging and game design and content. And he's also introduced me to a bunch of other really nice people. He's definitely part of one of the best like Avali friend groups I've ever known. They're awesome. They're super sick. And to top it all off, he humors my bad jokes. He humors them pretty good. He just gets it. He just gets it. So thank you, Kazun. Thank you for everything you do. IP has done a ton of art for emotes in our Discord server, and they've also basically sponsored art of my character with donations, and they're all around just a pleasure to have. I really appreciate you, IP. And also their name used to be Shade, but they're called IP now. Thank you, IP. Maxi the Brykson and Hiron the Avali are two of the main people who help with the clips and make clips on my Twitch channel. They're the clip experts, and a lot of people make good clips, and I'm always thankful for the good clips. And if that's something you'd like to help me with, just hit me up sometime, and I'll give you some information. But Maxi and Hiron the Avali, Hiron is also known as LC, have gone the extra mile to provide me with good clips to help me save time, and I really appreciate the positivity that they bring into my Discord, and I appreciate the art posts that Maxi does. It's a blessing to have them in our community. Melfia is probably you may have heard of them. There's actually that person is someone I've known for several years, way before all the VR stuff. And they've honestly always been supportive of me. And in the past, I probably could have been nicer to them. And I kind of regret that. In the past, meaning years ago. They have totally supported my endeavor into VR and the changes I made to my life a year ago, and they are a nice person who deserves the best. You might remember they gifted me Lego Star Wars when I was about to beat a 15-minute long Devourer of Gods remix in Beat Saber, and it crashed me out of Beat Saber, and it was really funny, but I was also really mad. In hindsight, that was a pretty epic gamer moment. So thank you for gifting me Lego Star Wars and for basically sponsoring me to get the tracker belts. I appreciate you, dude. I hope you're doing okay out there. Lunak is one of the sweetest people I've ever known in VR chat. If anybody is ever mean to this person, then I will beat them up. Fisticuffs. Let's go. Okay? Lunak does not deserve to be bullied. No touch. Nothing. You have to get through me first. Lunak is the best. You might remember them because they made the Dimmadome hat for me when I did that one meme Beat Saber song where it's Doug Dimmadome of the Dimsdale Dimmadome. They modeled that hat. They do all kinds of commissions. Often they insist on doing them for free, but I insisted on paying. They're just too nice for this world. So thank you, Lunak. I appreciate everything you do. Oka Chami is somebody I'm just getting to know recently, but they're really nice. And I appreciate their positivity. Kaligato. Okay, so there's two Kaligatos. One with two L's and one with one L, so it's a little confusing. But they are excellent. Both Kaligatos are great. It is hard though, because they are almost exactly the same name. I'm sorry. I appreciate what Kaligato and Kaligato have provided to me and my community, and also their presence in my Discord and in my chat, and also they stream Beat Saber sometimes, so check them out. Cardia Avali is somebody who's been around for I think 8 months. It's between like 6 and 10 months. I think it's been about 8 months. They're obviously another Avali person. They play VR chat. Most of the time I've known them, they didn't have VR, but recently, kind of recently, I think it's been about a month now, they've gotten VR. They're super cool, from Canada, so obviously cool, and they have been a constant and consistent positive influence in my community, so I just wanted to thank them for that. Kazu the Avali is somebody who I've known for a very long time. I think I've known them since spring last year, right around the time I was figuring out a lot of stuff, a lot of complicated stuff, and they have been one of the biggest advocates for me and my streaming and video and content and encouragement that I've had all this time, the whole way through. They've always been there, and it's probably undeserved on my part. I consider it to be grace, even the amount of support they've given me. It is undeserved, so they deserve the best. Thank you, Kazu. Vi Fellion is an awesome artist. They kind of found my content, I guess, and then they drew some awesome pictures for me on Twitter, and then ever since then they've been a part of my Discord, sharing their art or just DMing me, encouraging things every once in a while and checking how I'm doing. I really appreciate how they're willing to be a part of my community like that, and they're just really nice. So thank you, Vi Fellion, and thank you for the art. I really appreciate that. Gpick is probably a name most of you in here haven't heard very many times. He is actually an IRL friend of mine, and when I was beginning to figure all this stuff out, which was basically a long time, actually a year ago, he gave me a really good deal on a living situation during a part of my life that was a little chaotic and very transitionary, when I was figuring out a lot of things about what I wanted to do and who I wanted to be. And I really appreciate that he tolerated all of the sweaty, try-hard toxicity that I was and enveloped during that entire period, probably more than anybody should ever have to deal with in their entire lifetime. And I still consider him a good friend to this day, even if we don't do as much stuff together. Thank you, Gpick. Thank you, Danny and Altro, for just being positive with me and checking up on me often. You guys are great. SK Dark is a streamer, and a while ago he drew a cute picture of me resting on a beanbag chair, and he likes to come in and share his ghost emotes. I appreciate his presence when he comes through. Thank you, SK Dark. Molecade is somebody I consistently see, and they're good to have. Thank you, Molecade. I like seeing when you come through. Lore is an Avali artist and all-around nice person. I love seeing their posts, and I love when they appear, and I love seeing their tweets as well. And I'm like, oh, that's Lore. I immediately recognize. It's really cool to have them around, so thank you. Luft Raptor is actually somebody I've only known for a few weeks, but all of my experiences with them have been super positive, and I'm really grateful that I get to know them. So yeah, thank you, Left Raptor. Vector is somebody I've known a long time ago from like Rivals of Ether, and he's a friend of Seven Locos, and he has done some cute art of me. He's also just generally a nice person and a good artist. Check him out sometime. Zyker Avali and Duffy are some people who are really nice to me, and they check up on me often. The genuine interest that people have in how I'm doing is really inspiring, actually, when I really think about it, and I appreciate people checking up on me like that. So thank you, Zyker Avali and Duffy. Lumi Draconia. Lumi has drawn some art of me, and they are a super nice person. I love seeing them, even if it's not as often as the other people. It's okay, I still remember, and they check up on me every once in a while, which is nice. It's cool that people hit me up and they're just like, hey, are you doing okay, how's it going, blah blah blah. Yeah. Annika supports my content even if they don't talk that much. It's okay, I know you're out there, Annika. Duppers is an awesome friend and a really cool Avali that I've gotten to know through VR chat. He's really funny. It's really funny to play games with him because Hudzel and I are a little hyper, and he's just kind of like, okay, I guess I'm stuck along with the ride. He's just a good person to be around and humors me. You know what? That's all it takes to be my friend, is to humor me a little bit. Fan Furry-tastic. I like seeing when they post things, and I like having them around because of how positive they are. Anduk is somebody I met through VR chat very early on, a super long time ago, and my first impression of him was how social and outgoing he was, and he was just surrounded by people, just being himself. And I really looked up to that. I was like, wow, that's remarkable. I think that's really, really cool. And it inspired me to be more outgoing and to be just myself, in a audacious way, you know? So thank you, Grand Duke and Duke. Your example has inspired me. Alex the Almighty is mighty. Insanely Fluffy. They are insanely fluffy. I think this person found me through TikTok, actually. Thank you to Vex, Alba Wolf, Azure Bat. Azure Bat has been an awesome person that I've known through VR chat. They're just a good person. Jaffer Roshak is one of the best of Avali's. Super cool, and also the creator of the Avali mod on RimWorld, which I've played a few times. Very cool guy. Rubber Tex Raccoon, Yorishima Samurai, Jero Wolf Fox, Spiky. Spiky is very nice. Glitchcoin is a aspiring game dev who has big dreams to make an epic MMO someday. They've helped me a little bit of Avatar stuff and have just been a really good person to talk to, and they're the best goat. Nervash Dervali is a really, really nice Avali, and also they've helped me with give me a little bit of advice on some Unity things, and they've just been a positive influence in my community and in my Discord, and I appreciate their presence. Thank you, Nervash Dervali. Nori Avali, also known as his previous name was Deep Sea Cucumber. Nori Avali made my Minecraft skin a long time ago, just entirely by surprise for me. I'll never forget that. It was really cool, and I still use it to this day. So yeah, thank you, Nori Avali. Icefire Zyphom, Howler Von Baron. Howler Von Baron has requested many songs in Beat Saber streams and given many bits. I always like seeing him. Metafist is somebody I've known actually longer than I've been doing the VR stuff. I still see them every once in a while. I hope they're doing good. Maybe someday I'll try those competitive games again. Douglas is somebody I know from Rivals. They're an awesome sprite animator and modder. I hope they're doing well. Nexalon, Outrider, also known as Aegis. Outrider is a really cool person. One time Hudzle accidentally killed them in Township Tale, and it was really funny. Cyan Ardwin, Anetic. Anetic is another person I know back when I used to do competitive games more, and we don't talk super duper often, but I know they're out there, and I'll never forget them, and I'll never forget my interactions with them, and I hope they're doing well. Fish Preferred is somebody who supports my Discord and supports my channel, and also they drew this really funny picture of me as a maid. So that was a really important contribution that has definitely been an element of formation in my community. So thank you for that, Fish Preferred. Grizzly Scorpion is somebody that I got to know a very long time ago through VR chat, and I consider him sort of a VR enthusiast like me, and he actually is the reason that I'm on TikTok at all. So the reason that I have 55,000 followers on TikTok, and probably a ton of the momentum from my YouTube channel is from TikTok. Like, a lot of that can be attributed to Grizzly showing me, he put one of my Minecraft clips on TikTok and it exploded, and I was like, whoa, maybe I should be doing that. And then I did, and then I exploded. So thank you, Grizzly. Cybrick the Avali, Illumi, Miniature, Mini Mike. Some of these people are people I've played games with, especially Stellaris. It was a good time. Jasper the Purple Durg. He's purple. Mechatronic Dragon. Mechatronic Dragon is that cybernetic looking Avali you've seen me play Just Dance with on Saturdays. They're awesome. They're just really, really cool. He laughs at everything I say, and he's a good dancer. He's the coolest cyber Avali. DJ Dragon Beats, Calico, Kubi, Mr. Flubber, New Kringster, Fino. Fino is somebody I've known for several years, and we don't talk super often but when we do, it's always... He's always consistently been supportive throughout everything. In spite of all this time, he's always been supportive, and I really appreciate that. It's remarkable to me. Aerith is another person, actually probably of everyone I'm going to name here, I think I've known Aerith the longest. I might have known Aerith for 7 years now. That's insane. That's crazy. Imagine knowing a friend for 7 years. We met through competitive games. They are a Zelda speedrunner, and sometimes they play like Dark Souls and Resident Evil, or like we had a long time we were playing PUBG together. I'll never forget those times. By the way, they were really fun, and he's always kind of helps me make sure that my ego doesn't get totally out of check. You know, he likes to keep me humble, and I give him a hard time back too. So it just, our friendship is really, really funny, and I appreciate him. Razilla Riker. Razilla Riker is a brilliant 3D artist and 3D animator, and they have given... First of all, they're just super positive and super wholesome, and I appreciate their presence because I relate to those things. But also, they have given me a ton of advice and consultation, and even helped me with a manner of avatar things in VR chat, LIV, and Neos VR. And it's just, they've just been super helpful and super nice the entirety of the time I've known them. So thank you, Razilla Riker. Cinder the Avali, Jester Avali. Jester Avali you might recognize because I took pictures with him at Ferality. They're just a super cool person. Smokey drew a picture of me on Twitter, and it was really cute, and it's me playing Beat Saber, and I like seeing them around. Yeah. Nick F, QQs, Noodle, Doc Alex Tacosta, Echo Must Win, and then Crag and Pikachu. Some of these people are people who like, they don't talk a whole lot, but but they support the channel on Twitch or otherwise. So yeah, you know, it literally, obviously the Pikachu, as far as you know. Jammer Jab. Jammer Jab is somebody who I commissioned for the GIF that I currently use as my follow notification. I actually hit them up asking, because I saw their work on Twitter, and I was like, whoa, I wonder if I could get one. And then they're like, no, sorry, commissions were closed. But then they changed their mind. They said, actually, I'll open one more slot for you. And I was like, wow, cool. So I commissioned them that GIF, and then they made it, and it's super awesome, and everyone loves it. So yeah, that's Jammer Jab. Dark Creo is a person who came from TikTok. They are from Germany, and he's a really cool kid, and he's kind of helped me understand TikTok a little bit more. And he came into my Discord, and he just started making these really funny memes about me, like the meme where it's I often make a joke on stream like, RitualNeo, this is the 5th week in a row you've shown Beat Saber to the entire class. That's a joke, you may have heard me before. Well, he literally made that into the meme. He put my head on Sheen's character, and he replaced the words with Beat Saber full body tracking. And you know, that kind of stuff, I love it. It's super funny. So thank you for doing that, Dark Creo. Katal Stargazer is somebody I've gotten to know a little bit in the last few months. They are another Avali streamer. They play Minecraft, and they're just really cool. Maybe check them out sometime. They're really nice. Lieutenant Longboy is the longest lieutenant that I know of. He is very long, very lieutenant. Thank you for your service, Lieutenant Longboy. Multa is somebody I see in VR chat sometimes, and they also support my channel, and they're just really nice. So thank you for your support, Multa. So Sauce Located is someone who supports my channel, and I suppose he has located the sauce. Yeah. Swar Darastrix is someone who's been around a super duper long time and has supported the channel. Thank you, Swar Darastrix. Azula Shadow is somebody from TikTok, actually an artist, and they did some fan art and made a really cute animated GIF for me, and it's really awesome. And I just, like, it warms my heart when people kind of come out of nowhere and they're like, oh my god, I love your content, here's this, and I'm like, whoa, that's adorable, or that's amazing, thank you so much. It is a huge blessing. Thank you, Azula Shadow. Madman32395, and yes, the numbers matter because I think he has those numbers like everywhere. So when he does it, when that's his name on Twitch and Discord and Twitter, I think I don't want to double check it now, but yes, that is in particular Madman number 32395. Thank you for being around. Iron Fox, Artemis, Small Sandwich OO is an awesome artist who is very prevalent on TikTok and Twitter, and they made a super cute icon for me and one of the animated GIFs that I use. Silver Eagle Dev is actually somebody I'm only getting to know the last few weeks, but they're really, really cool, and I appreciate having them around. Kyra B, Beelzebub B, is an artist who I actually learned about from Anduk. Anduk introduced me to them, or rather, didn't, I guess introduced is a little wrong, but told me about them. And they have been working on some panel art designs for my channel, and I really appreciate how hard they work on that stuff. It's really, really cool of them to work with me on that. Obviously, it's commissioned, but I'm still thankful. Jave is somebody who is a friend of Kazun's, and Kazun commissioned them to do the art that I used for my offline screen. It was actually just supposed to be cute Animal Crossing art, but I liked it so much. I was like, wow, this would be cool as an offline screen. And then Kazun heard that and said, okay, and then told Jave that, and then Jave was like, okay, and he actually modified it a little bit into a cool off-screen graphic for me. So I really appreciate that. It's a really good art. Thank you to Ratchy and Sir Wolf and Drakenstark. Drakenstark is a super positive person I've known for a while now, kind of mostly through VR chat. The first time I met Drakenstark, he kind of just gave me a knowledge bomb on all this stuff regarding like the production of the PlayStation and N64 and all that. And then later, I became friends of him through a totally different group of friends. So yeah, thanks for being friends with me, Drakenstark. Nukud is an awesome person who is just really chill to hang out with in VR chat. I get to see them sometimes, and also they put in a ton of work with their models, with the Whisper model and the Protogen model, and I'm really, really thankful that I get to use the Protogen model on my channel sometimes. That's really, really cool. So yeah, that Protogen model was made by Nukud. If you ever see it, if you know what I'm talking about. Proto and Anthracite, thank you for just being cool to hang with. I appreciate you guys. Molecade, Barkus is somebody I've known for several years. I appreciate how they come around every once in a while, and they're positive about what I'm doing these days. And in spite of the radical changes I made a year ago, you know, and some of the criticisms I've had of old games that I used to play, they're still nice, which is cool. It's cool to see. Natch, also known as Notval, they are the person who made this model, this big upgrade. It's based on the bones and skeleton of the 1.3, but besides that, it's like all new. And not only did they work with me to do this commission, but they offered me an incredible price, an incredible deal, which I'm still super thankful for. And not only that, but 90% of the time they worked on it, they streamed their work on it in a Discord call in my server, in my community. They didn't have to join my Discord and my community. They didn't have to work amongst a cacophony of voices and questions and sometimes silly inputs, but they decided that they wanted to do that anyways. They decided that they would participate in my community, and I'm super thankful for that. So yeah, thank you, Natch, I should say. Emphasize the A. Ribbon Chew is a cool streamer who sometimes I see in VR chat. Sloth Luva or Sloth Luva. Kemi, Kylis is somebody who a super long time ago, they drew a cute picture of me, and I won't forget it. I still remember. Akem Lucario, one of the best Lucario people I know, for sure. Leon Husky is the person who is texturing my alt avatars. So if you've seen me in the Protogen or the Requiem or probably anything else in the future, those textures are done by him, and he is an awesome person to commission and work with. So if you're looking for custom textures for an avatar, definitely hit him up. He is very good. Nevada with a 4. Nardo is somebody I know from VR chat, and they recently drew an awesome picture of me depicted with some other content creators on Twitter, and it was really, really cool. So I'm thankful for that. Thank you, Nardo. Renki, thank you for being a good friend. Stormcloud is the person who, if you guys remember back in December, I had like a custom Christmas outfit. That was a commission from Stormcloud, and even besides that commission, they've been a really active and positive influence in my community, and I really appreciate that. Deep breath. The Slipperiest, for being slippery. Seraph is the person who made my OG Avali 1.2, 1.3 texture, and I used that for a super long time. And for a while, that avatar was kind of the cornerstone of everything I was doing. And I still bring it out if I have to go to a Friends Plus or Public World because of reasons. So we still get to see that avatar sometimes. Thank you, Seraph, for that texture. Blue Jay 18. Alakai Durgal, also known as Rhea. I think they changed their name recently. Alakai Durgal was my 1000th Twitch follower a very, very long time ago. Finny Ponks is a awesome artist and all-around nice person to have in my community, and they've drawn some art of me. Most recently, they did that cute protogen picture. I really appreciate their presence in my community. It's Maddie. That's her Discord name. Occasionally draws a very, very sophisticated artwork for me, and obviously I use it in a lot of stuff in its commission, but I'm still thanking them. Thank you, It's Maddie. Arya is just awesome, and Arya knows what is up, and they humor me a lot, and they listen to me when I'm talking about the serious stuff, you know. So thank you, Arya, for being somebody I can talk to. Gamaki is a VR enthusiast with taste. They've given me a lot of really good advice on how to maintain my VR equipment and how to put things on the cables to protect them, and just telling me about cool VR stuff every once in a while and being awesome to hang out with in VR chat and supporting my content. So thank you, Gamaki. Sun the Avali, Bright Flame recently made a meme with one of my videos, and then I shared it on Twitter and TikTok, and it got like thousands of views. So that was really cool. That was really funny meme of my Minecraft. Thank you, Bright Flame. Fellas Randomus is an artist, and they do Avali characters really well, as in addition to other art. And there was a while where they were coming into my streams and making these really funny doodles, and we got a huge kick out of that. We've also commissioned them a couple times, and we've had some people in our community commission them a little bit, and the back and forth is really awesome, and I enjoy their presence, and I enjoy the solidarity we have between our communities. Other people who have supported me over time, it includes Prine, Nagud is really cool to hang out with in VRCA. I see them every once in a while during the late hours, and they come in a chat, and they're in my Discord. Thank you. Query, also known as Keybat. Draggy sometimes uses his Patreon benefits to other patrons who are artists and redeems them to get an art commission of my character. That's really cool of them to consider doing that. Thank you, Draggy. I have a supporter named Neo's Monster Cat Gold Sub on my Patreon. I don't know who you are, but thank you for doing that. Dragoneer Skyly Red is very nice, and I appreciate how they reach out to me in spite of time zone differences. Kalia Rubier is a sweetheart. Passionate, Barley Deer, Corium, Fortitude changes his name very often, so it was difficult to keep track of this person. But they were also known as Social in VR, and they have supported my content a fair amount. And I hope they're doing okay. Hit me up sometime on Discord. M. Bursler is an extremely active person in my community, and I'm grateful for his enthusiasm. There's also been some people who are content creators or streamers who I consider to be inspiring. Those people, for different reasons. Those people are Monty. I appreciate how Monty goes the extra mile with Beat Saber, and sometimes he's willing to say things about Beat Saber that need to be heard, but are not necessarily the most popular thing to say. Dragonstar the Dragon. Dragonstar the Dragon is a streamer I've known for maybe 2 years now, or maybe just shy of 2 years. They are probably the most positive streamer that I know of, period. like end of story. So that the way that they interact with their community makes me consider how I could interact with my community better every once in a while. So thank you for being a role model in that way, Dragonstar the Dragon. Blue Zest TV. Blue Zest TV was one of the first people who showed me that if at the core of what you do is compelling content, doing something you really, really like, then people will show up. Blue Zest TV proved that to me by going from small to big by being consistent. And he's just a cool guy. So, yeah, shout outs to Blue Zest. You're sick. Dad Game, another cool streamer in the similar community of Roguelife as Blue Zest. Fifi Land is an awesome Beat Saber player, and they also introduced me to a program called Suva, Stream Your Virtual Avatar, which I use all the time now. Canadian Dragon, I'm sure a lot of you guys know this guy. He's a really, really good Beat Saber streamer. Just all around awesome person. I love raiding their community because they're so nice. Battle Girl Jess is somebody I've known a long time. And I appreciate their support. They are very, very passionate about Blizzard games. Maddie, also known as Maddie Coon, is somebody I see on VR chat every once in a while, but I got to know them through a game called Super Animal Royale ages ago. They seem to be doing well now. It's cool how things evolve. Tidal Wave. Tidal Wave is that Shark Avali person you might see sometimes, but also sometimes I think they might be Shulk in real life. Maybe. I don't know. I can't prove or disprove that. Bavin. Bavin is a cool streamer who plays Beat Saber. Blind Coyote is an awesome artist, and a while ago I commissioned him for a stream commission, and it came out really, really good. ZGF Gaming, also known as Rawzim. Rawzim is a streamer that I've kind of followed for like a really, really long time, and his focus is like tabletop games, so like D&D, Pathfinder, Starfinder, and he puts on these elaborate shows and he involves all these people, and he also plays like other games like RimWorld and stuff, and the amount of work that he does to involve so many different people in his streams is kind of mind-blowing to me. I don't understand how he manages all that, and that's kind of like not something I aim to emulate exactly, but something I aim to learn from. So yeah, you know, Razim, pretty cool guy. Finally, there's a group of people who befriended me when I was in a very... when things in my life were full of uncertainty, and I was just getting into VR at the very same time. One of those people is AG, and AG and I met in a public world, in a public Avali world, a super long time ago, and he was like, all right, I'm doing 100 squats. Who's going to do 100 squats with me? And I was like, I'll do 100 squats in VR. And then we did 100 squats, and then we've been super duper tight friends ever since. So if you ever want to make lifelong friends in VR, just see who will do 100 squats with you, and then maybe things will work out. AG is a super brilliant person and super fun to play games with, and he has been with me through some of the more tense moments of this last year and given me tons of awesome advice, and just been a pleasure. I'm thankful that I get to be a part of his life. He's really cool. Love you, dude. And then also around the same time, I got to know Souffle and Brulee, who totally had me get involved with a friend group that has been extremely positive for me during a time when I had just kind of made a dramatic change in my life and sort of left a lot of old friendships behind. They allowed me to be a part of their circle, and I am super thankful for all the love that they have shown me in that group. Phew. All right. We did it. We made it through. If you can believe it, this is actually my third take doing this. The first take, VR chat crashed. The second take, the audio wasn't being captured correctly. I'm a professional. So now I want to show off some of the highlights over the year and how we've kind of evolved as a creator over all this time. Yeah, let's get into it.
Times like these, where we either fail and die, become nothing, or we transform and ascend. We evolve, we adapt, we become something more than we were at the beginning.
Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in us. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we're gonna let it away. Tonight, we're gonna let it away. Tonight, we're gonna let it away. Just like the sunrise, we're gonna let it
Come on, little fish, and do the twist. My daddy is sleeping, and mama ain't around. Yeah, daddy's just sleeping, and mama ain't around. We're gonna twist it, till we tear the house down.
some roast beef, some chicken, a pizza.
That's corny.
Some roast beef, some chicken, a pizza. Look at it! Look at it! Look at it! Look at it! You look at it! Look at it! Look at it! I want all of you to look at it!
They all ran away, Patrick.
I bet there's no line at the snack bar. Huh? They are no longer your people to save.
Yo, thanks for the raid. Oh, in the game you shake objects, and when you do, she goes, shake, shake! And that's it. That's the whole game.
Sweet. Perfect. Nice. What the fuck? There he goes. There he goes.
Oh my god.
It was built! Hudzel.
That is the funniest thing I've ever seen. Just Hudzel falling off the mountain. What the fuck? Ah! I like games, yeah? Do you like Luigi's Mansion? Ah! Get away! Ah! Shake, shake! Cucumbers? Really? Oh yeah, I make tons of money on cucumbers. Good dodge, okay. Look, some people have decided to ask me a question. And there's my answer. Damn it! I almost dashed again. No. Oh, super cucumber. Haha.
Those actually give a
What?
defense buff in this game.
How did
You broke it. Why'd you break
do you
the
ever just
pumpkin?
take a pumpkin and rip it apart with your bare hands? Ah! That This thing never exploded. What are you talking about? I am Luigi. I am Luigi. Mario's brother. I'm Luigi, Mario's brother of the Super Mario Bros. I jump on the Gobas. Super Mario, we gotta save a princess. And then immediately dead. Whoa, that's cool.
Yo, is that Neo?
Oh my god.
Oh my god, it's the Neo.
Oh my, what is this? Wait.
Sign my Beat Sabers first.
What?
No, my Beat Sabers.
What the?
Okay.
What is this crap?
I'm your favorite fan.
I'm your
What?
best Avali. I am the best. No,
What is happening?
no, I'm best fan. I have okay.
What is
I
this?
love your videos.
Oh
my
my
god,
God.
everything Beat Saber, Neo, Neo.
Holy shit. Are you fucking kidding me? Flattered. Flattered. Confused.
Correct answer.
Who made this? Who did this?
Oh, hey, Doom Guy.
Wasn't me.
And Doom Guy.
Do this. No.
Who made this? Who made this? Potato?
No.
Thank you. That is very funny.
Stop hiding behind him.
That is. I have never been memed on so hard in my life.
RitualNeo.
Oh my god. Hold, he's starting it, but
RitualNeo.
what?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Lighting turned off.
Are you kidding me?
Sign my Beat Sabers.
What is this? You? Oh.
Neo, I need a selfie. Come here.
Selfie? Okay, you guys have to take the picture. Why are you? I don't.
I need to take a picture of you.
No!
This is Neo.
What is this?
Sign my sacred.
Who are you?
Sign my face.
Sign
my face, Neo. Sign my
What the?
face.
That's all. Wow. If you stuck with me, if you stuck with us for that whole thing, that whole video, then thank you. You're a real one. Even going through all this stuff and making the video this week has been, it's been nostalgic, and I remembered a lot of what made me really feel motivated to try hard at this sort of thing, and what really drives and inspires me. It was really nice to look back at everything we've done and how far we've come, and all the friends I've made along the way, and the little highlights and all the things we've achieved. So thank you for being part of this adventure with me. I appreciate you guys. And this is just the beginning. I want to do so much more. I am extremely ambitious, but I can't do it without you guys. So maybe stick around a little longer, and we'll see how far we can take all this stuff, these video games and things. All right. Have a good one.
I'll send you both of their stuff sometime, either tonight or tomorrow morning.
Okay.